Florida Constitutional Amendments 2022. The first one deals with taxes. So it prohibits flood-resistant improvements to a home from being considered when determining the property's assessed value for property taxes. So if you make improvements to your home to keep it from flooding, then the property appraiser cannot raise the value based on those improvements. So if you want to keep your taxes low based on that, you would vote yes for it. If you care more about the government bringing in more money through property taxes and providing public services, you would vote no. Amendment number 2 has to do with abolishing the Constitution Revision Commission. So in Florida, every 20 years, the Constitution Revision Commission meets, and they can make suggestions, and they can put things on the ballot for the people to vote on. So let's talk about the pros and the cons. The pros would be it's one more way that we can get things on the ballot that people can vote on for our Constitution. The cons would be sometimes it can get expensive when lawsuits get involved, because people from the commission, for instance, in the past, have proposed things that violate the single subject rule. And what is that? Well, in our Florida Constitution, it says anything that's in our Constitution has to be about one single subject. That's just one example of how, some lawsuits have come about. So that would be kind of the con. In other words, let's abolish the commission. And then the other side would be, well, let's not get rid of one potential way that we can get things on the ballot for people to vote on. So that's number 2. Amendment number 3 has to do with taxes. What it does is it provides an additional homestead property tax exemption of $50,000 to certain people. And who is that? Cops, classroom teachers, paramedics, correctional officers. And so they would get an additional homestead exemption of $50,000. So the good thing is those people would be paying less tax. So it's great for them. Who's it bad for? Everybody else. Why? Because there's going to be approximately an $86 million shortfall in local property taxes. And that goes to fund cops and schools and firefighters and paramedics. So there's going to be a huge shortfall there with property taxes. So that's amendment number 3 for property taxes.